Alrighty, folks, we are back. I haven't been live on YouTube in a while because life gets in the way, things change, all that stuff. You get burnt out of streaming, you get your funds stolen, and because you leaked a key or two, whatever. But we're back. We're going to take a look at today, as you've noticed, the Ethereum Merge, which is coming up imminently, folks. We have about 17 minutes until we get to the particular time and place and space and blocks and all that good stuff that we will magically convert from proof of work to proof of stake. And hopefully, I find something interesting to talk about. We're going to look at some charts. We might take a look at some aggregated news as it comes out to see if we can figure out what to talk about. I've got a secondary screen up here with any chats, and if you definitely want to come join the party for the long term, down in the doobly-doo below, you can join us on Discord, and we do have the ETH Merge channel that I'll be taking a look at as well if you are so interested. But yeah, lately the market has been quite back and forth um, for many reasons, including the U.S. Fed, getting ready to make some changes that some people may not like, other people may like, who knows. And then add in the whole concept of changing out the underlying technology that runs some of the crypto stuff, just adds more um, um, volatility, adds more uncertainty, which is perfect for somebody like me who trades the market no matter which way the market goes. I'm buying and selling if it goes up and down. I'm very much a grid trader, or a dollar cost averager, or support and resistance kind of situation. I've pulled out to a 1 day chart here on Ethereum and Binance US, and I love this price action here. This is, you know, gets me cheap inventory. I capture a bunch of cheap inventory down here, and then as we start to recover, I sell it back and rinse and repeat and do this across dozens and dozens of tokens out there. And as long as you can get a positive bias at some point in your price action, the grid trading is going to work. Yeah, if we're in a complete dump fest for months at a time, and you started up way back up here, and you happen to start up at the top, and now you're down here. Yeah, your overall P&L might not be great, but if you're doing a grid trade correctly, you've been acquiring more than you're selling, and just making that money happen over time and in very small increments. So yeah, so this is a daily view of Ethereum, and you can see in the big picture, Ethereum is technically range bound, in my opinion. If you look at it on a daily, or if we went out even like to a weekly chart, um, you can see, well, yeah, we're in a downtrend, but now we're back within on the very long time scale of a week. We're range bound, in my opinion, and that's perfect for your grid style trading or your dollar cost averaging. You just every red day here, you can simply buy a bunch and then sell it back on the next green day. And it really, like right here, you could have had several days of acquiring a bunch of cheap Ethereum, and then now you're just now starting to sell it back. That makes more sense to me trading than trying to go down on your your 10-minute chart and zooming up to the price action and trying to find, okay, when do I get entry? Well, that's not how you trade, for one, especially if you're in the institutional mindset. Let me check on my time because we are running pretty close. All right, we have 13 minutes. This is a website that was graciously shared to me privately, and I hopefully he meant for me to share it publicly because we're using it. This is a countdown site that was discovered They look to have. I haven't looked in their program too deeply yet, but they seem to be a meme-based community that wants or doesn't want. I don't know the Ethereum to migrate over. So they've created a fun little graph here for us to take a look at, and then we're gonna set us a backup here. Alexa, set me a 11-minute timer.
11 minutes, starting now.
Right, I got the wiretap on a task right now, folks, so that we can remind myself if I get chatting on something else that we'll kind of see it. There's not going to be a lot of what visually I was sitting here debating what am I going to show people because I did have a couple people privately ask me if I was going to get back live streaming and if I was going to talk about the merge and whatnot because there are a bunch of people in my community that I've created here that do like to hear me rant and rave when I was live streaming and live coding and leaking keys and all that fun stuff back in the day. So I don't really know what we're going to end up talking about. We're just going to kind of sit here and watch some price action. If you do join and have some interesting content you want to provide, drop it in the chat. Come join our Discord, and we can see what happens. This may end up being a pretty boring stream, folks, because I don't really have a lot planned. Here we go. The merge will reduce worldwide energy consumption by 0.2%, a whole 0.2%. Nice, nice, nice. And then Ethereum funding rates have dropped to an all-time low as the merge is getting closer. It appears traders are preparing for volatility. Yes. I am very much prepared for volatility. In fact, I'm going to go over to my other screen here and click reload on my Binance account. Oh, yes, I am stacked up for volatility. All the way, folks. And then, yep, Binance US. Reminder that Binance will temporarily pause ETH and ERC token deposits withdrawal 1 hour. So we are definitely in that 1 hour, folks, of nothing happening on the network. Let's, what if we can go and Ether. Let's see the merge countdown. Hey, they got their own. Oh, they just switch it back to Google. That's a cop out. Etherscan. Oh, yeah. See, there was a dip in transactions back a couple days ago, but not a lot of. I mean, it looks dramatic on that there, but yeah, that's a terrible countdown. Just link back to Google. Come on. Don't they have their own block timer? I know it. I know Binance version has a timer, a block counter situation. Oh well. I was hoping we can glean some information on this. Maybe this hash rate thing will change. Because there's not going to be any hash rate anymore once it flips over, right? I mean, we're going to proof of stake, to which I have staked. I don't know, probably maybe $300-400. Not a whole lot of Ethereum. Um, at Binance.us just in case, then because they are offering I think 6% right now on their APY for if you stake ETH. But they give it this ominous warning that you can't unstake and that until network events happen and blah 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 and then I did share in my channel a while ago that the problem with this situation and a lot of people I've even offered the concept of trying to figure out how to stake a bunch of ETH, but I looked into it and it's not a difficult problem to solve. But I don't think my 1,000 members worth of subscribers would do a dent in this 64% of staked ETH being controlled by only 5 entities. Um, so yeah, that's going to be a problem for future decentralization of Ethereum for sure. So so yeah, this is the 1 minute chart. Give us the gory details. All right, and we are selling some graph token on that notification right there. I do have push notifications showed up um, over here for my other trades. So let's see if we can find something else happening, folks. Um, oh yeah, Ethereum scammers, and impersonators out in full effect. You're goddamn right. You better watch your keys, folks, because it is not friendly out there in the whole world of what do you call it, of the crypto situations. Definitely not a real friendly world happening here. And crypto.com, exactly, they were putting out there about an hour ago. They were pausing everything. Binance on the .com side, crypto.com was pushing out hard. When the talks with Ethereum Merge became an irreversible focal point of the community, Lido Finance was mostly pointed out. Not because it's king, blah, blah, blah. Why are you talking to me? I don't know what you're talking about. It's on where to catch a live stream. Alright, I don't care about Cointelegraph. There we go. Mainnet viewing party. You probably won't be able to hear it.
I think we kind of got the gist. The proof of work chain exists. The beacon chain is switching and waiting for this terminal number, at which point the first block on the proof of work chain that it meets or exceeds this number, the validators say, "Okay, I'm ready," and they take over. And so at this point, they're all watching, they're all waiting. That is the point at which the first proof of stake merged block will be built. So that's kind of, I'm going to go through kind of the sequence of stuff that we hope to see, the sequence of stuff that might be some red flags. We might start digging and that kind of stuff. So we want to see that first block, that the terminal total difficulty hit, that first proof of stake block. Then that proof of stake mechanism not only builds blocks, but validators send attestations. So these little messages that they say, "This is what I see. This is what I see. This is the head of the chain. This is my view of reality." And so right after we get that first block, we also start getting attestations. And so in each block, attestations from prior blocks and prior slots are included. So we
We're
hope
just
to
gonna sit
see,
back and listen to
for
this,
the
folks.
first
Hopefully,
epoch, which is 32
it's
slots, which will
interesting
start
enough.
6 minutes.
'Cause I don't
We
have
hope to
certainly
see
much to say.
mini blocks. Optimally, we'll see 32. If we see 30 or more, then we're golden. If we see a bit of a precipitous drop, something like 25 in that range, we're going to say, okay, something's looking a little bit weird. We're going to be digging in, but that's going to be one of our first indicators. Is that first epoch? Do we have mini blocks, and do we have similar percentage of attestations? So if we're 90+% on the blocks and the attestations in that range, we're going to be very happy. There's also this thing, each block, the sync committee. This is also an indicator that similarly we want to see in that 90+% range. So after the merge block can happen anywhere inside of an epoch. So we want to see the finishing of that epoch and then the finishing of the next epoch. If we have over 2/3 of participation, we're going to call that justified, right? And so if we look at one of these panels, it says epoch, and we see how finalized happens and justified happens. That we see pretty much. You see an epoch is justified, then you see an epoch is finalized. So after that, like 6 to 9 minutes, we're going to see if we have 2/3 participation, we're going to see it justified, and then after the next epoch, we're going to see it finalized. So this process is going to take anywhere from 12 to 18 minutes, depending on where that terminal block lands. So let's see some of the other stuff in these panels that we might be looking for. So on some of the dashboards, we're going to see participation. We're going to see kind of these slots continue to increase. We really want to see these epochs increase. That consensus mechanism is going to switch from proof of work to proof of stake, ideally. And then we also watch logs. So nodes, the implementation of the software, they spit out what what they're seeing. You know, they pretty much say like, "Hey, I got a new block. Hey, I this that." You know, and it's not. It looks complicated. It looks a bit scary at first, but you know, a lot of this is just human language. It says "ready for the merge," and then it says "terminal logs." And one of the exciting things is when we see that first block, pretty much, I think all the clients have a nice ASCII panda artwork displayed. So that'll be kind of our first exciting indication. We also watch block explorers. This is kind of a visual representation of the state of the logs of what's going on here. So this beacon chain block explorer, this is an open source explorer. This is really cool. We get to see live as blocks come in through this sequence. We also get a little bit of indication when we're watching the epochs justify. So you get this nice visual representation as well. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be watching for. You know, really, we want to see some of these really positive indicators, and then we want to see that finality. Once we see finalization, we can take a deep breath, breathe easy. Then we'll be monitoring, you know, obviously for the next couple hours, for the next couple weeks, and honestly, we're monitoring all the time. So I think we're about 2 minutes till, so I will turn it back over to y'all.
Wow, 2 minutes till. I have finally started to get the butterflies. That is pretty crazy. Okay, what do we need to be looking at on screen here since we're about to like watch the moment? What happens next here? Are we waiting for the
We
pandas?
definitely want some panda logs.
We definitely pandas are what's next.
There we go, folks.
Just so individual.
Alexa, stop.
All right, so this is it.
1 minute.
Waiting for the pandas to show up. This is the moment of truth.
Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, when we're planning the merge call, make sure we have something to say when we're waiting in these times.
I'm going to give a shout out to Eat Finance. I love y'all. Big hugs from Kansas City. That's all I got to say right now. I'm going to go on mute. Love y'all.
Glad to have you, Jeremiah. You're a good man.
You're welcome. But that's not my name.
Hey, Danny, when merge?
Yeah.
It's never going to
Now.
happen.
It's now.
It's literally right now.
7 quadrillion difficulty away.
The amount of times I've been asked this question, but it is finally now.
The new question is going to be, did it ever happen? Hey, I got pandas. POS activated.
Pandas.
Come on.
Too?
Come on now. Let's go.
Thank you,
Pandas.
Honor.
Let's go.
Panda!
Panda.
Hey!
Okay.
Yo!
Hey! And built on it. Building one chain.
So, everyone, we knew this would happen. We knew that we would get this far. There's nothing contentious yet. The next 13 minutes are the nail-biting times. So, now it gets fun.
Come on now. All right. I'm eating black licorice for Eat Finance, and I'm going to drink some Lafroig scotch and a little bit of beet juice.
The merge is here. I've been waiting to say that for so long after saying the merge is coming for years. It's here. Oh my god.
Come on.
I don't know.
And importantly,
Remember,
we're still building a single chain.
we
we're going
promised
back
not
to
to
merge,
celebrate
merge,
it
We
until
are not
finalize.
going to merge. We have merged.
Now let's finalize.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
now
I'm
let's
I'm
finalize.
watching logs, and I've seen a block in every slot since the pandas, which is a very good sign. So we're like 6 slots in, and I think we're at 100% block rate. So that's implying that we have a very high percentage of validators online, connected, and running software that works.
We can also see transactions being included into the beacon chain right now.
I kind of want to go make a transaction just to make my
That's what I
my
was about
first
to say.
proof
I
of
want to
stake
be an
transaction.
early transactor on the
Yeah.
on the mainnet. I'm gonna sit.
Gas is 100 gwei right now.
Let me get an ENS here.
Wait, what's the gas? What's the gas
100.
price?
100.
So you're
100?
saying there is
100,
life
yeah.
on Mars. We got life on Mars. Life on Mars has been
I don't have any.
validated. Come on.
I got no
Benjamin,
ETH.
Okay.
you're the first ENS I recognize, so because I'm so eager to be a part of this, I'm gonna send you a transaction.
100% of blocks so far. We have a block for every
The
slot.
other really good news. The other good news is we've included enough attestations to justify this epoch already. That's about on par with what we're
Very
doing
nice.
pre-merge.
Ooh,
So this is looking like participation is actually
Come
holding
on.
up to about where it was. It's the next epoch that
Holy
really
shit.
counts, but this one's good.
Someone click on a block and look at the sync committee participation.
And we're all excited,
just
but this
didn't use
isn't
some
really a surprise.
Fizz.
We had every expectation that this would unfold this way, but it's still very exciting to see it unfold in reality.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's
Got
what I'm
97,
saying
I
right
can't
now.
do that.
I was told we can't do sound effects, so I'm not. So I'm going to just say, let's go.
So
Let's
sync,
go.
Think,
Everybody should unmute and at least start to clap, slow clap a little bit, you know. You know, we don't have to go all in. We don't have to, you know, we can just like enjoy the moment.
Hey, so for anybody who isn't aware of this yet, GPU miners on Ethereum are no longer active. If you're mining a GPU miner on the Ethereum proof of work network, nothing is happening. You cannot. Well, you can mine blocks, but they will not be on the Ethereum network.
Attention GPU miners, you have a huge future in AI renderings.
Your watch has ended.
No, but thank you. I mean, I never
thank you.
want to. Let's appreciate all the GPU miners did for us. They
Yes,
really are our family.
absolutely. 100%.
yeah, absolutely.
A lot of us all did that thing. I mean, we all did it.
And I mean, I eagerly welcome GPU miners to come to proof of stake. The network has done a lot for you. You're a part of us. Join us in proof of stake.
So we've seen all blocks so far. Every slot has had a block. So we want to see, we want
Gas prices are insane right now.
What?
Yeah, but it happened partway through the epoch.
No, I'm just impressed that we have zero misses. Like, we all kind of expected to have a few missed slots. We just kind of assumed it, and to have zero missed slots is impressive.
It's almost
that
like
testing was
Vitalik's
worth it.
microphone worked the whole time. We just didn't know it yet.
And is my microphone working this time?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
Come on, man. Preach.
Another interesting note is that the supply has peaked at the merge, and if you go to ultrasound.money, you'll see that since the merge, we've gone down by 31 ETH so far.
We have
The
not
website
had
is
an
a little,
inflationary block yet.
we may have had. I can have a look. No, it looks like every
not with
block.
100 gray.
Yeah.
Not 100 gray gas price.
The website is a little unstable because we have 10,000 current visitors roughly.
And I'm one of them.
Holy shit. Hey, I'm one of them too.
So if you're missing on the fund,
There's
that's ultrasound.money.
41,000 people watching this. Hello, 41,000 people.
People like merging.
So the slot visual on Beacon Chain is lagging. I'm still watching logs, and I think we're at 100% block rate for all of these slots. So
Sir,
again, some of the visualizers sometimes get out of whack, but the nodes are true.
That's one of the things that I mentioned in the beginning. We don't want you to take away what you see here and say, well, I see 3 missed blocks. That's not the interpretation. As Danny says, they have better logs than this visualizer, which is being hugged by a lot of people. So, yeah.
How many minutes are left in this epoch?
Halfway through this epoch.
Okay. How many minutes are in an epoch again? It was something easy.
There's 32 slots in an epoch, and
32 slots
but
in
we'll even know because of the high percentage. We'll probably know that justification is going to happen in 2/3 of the way into the epoch.
Gotcha.
I want to shout out to Bitfly.
Slot 22 or 23.
Yeah, I really appreciate Bitfly for developing Beacon Chain. It's an awesome product. Don't refresh that because I did hit Cloudflare when I refreshed, so it's getting hugged. But we're there. Like, this is happening.
Yeah, there were like 4,000 people on the front page, and
Exactly. Cloudflare got hit. Oh, that sucks.
Congratulations, Danny.
Yeah, congratulations, Danny, Tim, oh, this is so awesome. This This is
Vitalik?
incredible.
Yeah.
Like
Congratulations,
well
Anthony.
over 100 people have been
Everyone.
working on this
Yeah.
for
And yes, everyone who has put so
I'll
much
smoke
time
for that.
in, all of the people in this call have poured their heart and soul in it, regardless of what your role is. You know, it's not just developers, it's not just researchers, it's community, it's home users, it's people who have a commitment to make this network really successful. Thank you guys so much for sticking with it. Like, it's paying off right now.
I'm gonna just be a dead horse, as they say. I think we've 100% of the slots have blocked so far. That's like this is going as well as it could so far. Tim wanted me to make sure I said so far.
Well, so far, let me say thank you to all the client teams for all their excellent work. I mean, I'm just looking at my logs here, and everything is just amazing. It's perfect. So really well done to all the guys who put all the guys and girls who put all the software together for all this stuff. It's fantastic.
Is that Samir?
It is Samir. Hello, Danny.
Shout out to those guides. Holy shit! Like those guides have carried the solo staking community. I use those guides religiously. Thank you.
Just interrupt. Slot 23. We have enough votes to justify this epoch.
Okay, so we've technically justified the merge transition block. So we're 6.4 minutes away, assuming continual optimal conditions of finalizing this thing.
So
I'd like to say thank you to everyone on Discord that helps each other out on Discord. It's a big help to us client developers. So if you're one of those people on Discord that helps each other out, then thank you. You made it happen.
Thanks.
Danny, can you really just double down on what it means for this to get finalized? Why is that significant?
So in proof of stake, we have this notion of economic finality. In proof of work, technically, you can theoretically have reorgs to any depth. At economic finality in proof of stake, to have a conflicting chain that looks just as good, you have to actually burn at least 1/3 of all the stake capital, which is quite a bit of money these days. And so really what it does is it locks in these chain segments. So at that block that becomes finalized, and anything that came before it, you won't have that reversion. And so finalizing the merge transition is really kind of that symbol of like you cannot revert. It's the stamp, it's the economic certification that we're firmly in proof of stake.
So once we are finalized, we are locking in economically with the full weight of Ethereum proof of stake. Ethereum proof of stake.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sick. Sick. That's an understatement. Sick. Sick.
I think sick should be like the underlying word of this whole event.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I was gonna say, Vitalik, are you still here? Maybe he left. I'll have to look.
So we've missed one slot.
Vitalik is indeed
slot
still here.
we've missed so far, which is normal given there's like a 99% participation rate. You do miss slots every once in a while. So we've missed one out of just the last few epochs, which I think is very normal.
So as we reach the final few minutes, I just had a question. So Vitalik, everyone's like super, super excited right now and like really motivated and really loving Ethereum and the community. Like, do you have like a message for what people should do with that energy?
I feel like I have lots of messages. That's the thing, right? Like, I think, this was the first step in Ethereum's big journey toward being a very mature system, and there's still steps left to go. We still have to scale. We still have to fix privacy. We still have to make the thing actually secure for regular users, and all of this stuff. And I think we all need to work hard and do our part to make all of those other things happen as well. So I'm to me, the merge just like symbolizes probably the difference between sort of early stage Ethereum and the Ethereum we've always wanted early stage Ethereum to become. So let's go and build out all of the other parts of that ecosystem and turn Ethereum into being what we want it to be.
Awesome.
Just
So
keep building.
It's worth noting.
Just keep
it looks
chugging.
like we've lost about 4% of validators, which my honest estimate was that we could lose 10 to 20% of validators. Going down to 95% participation is incredible. We have so much headroom there, and it's likely that in the next hours, those 4% offline validators will correct their systems.
Superfish, why do you think we lose people? Because of the execution client missing?
You know, it has been misconfigured in the past. I wouldn't be surprised. Have we've required JWT secret since Bellatrix, right? So that wouldn't explain it. I'm not sure.
It's hard to know. I mean, it could be some sort of intermittent failure with some sort of client pair that we just don't have good visibility on at this point, or it could be misconfiguration or all sorts of stuff. Again, this is the kind of thing where minus 4% is pretty damn good. You know, pretty near optimal. As I was saying, if anything above 90%, I think everyone's floored here. But that's it's an indication that there's a little bit of digging to do over the next couple of days, but with client diversity, especially with like kind of the node pairings across consensus layer and execution layer, you can have intermittent failures here and there and still have a resilient network. So that's what we're observing.
Am I correct that we're about 12 slots before potential finalization?
3, because we know if we're getting a high inclusion rate, we know before we get to the epoch boundary that we're going to finalize, which is, it's called an unrealized finalization, but it will in fact be realized. Thus, we can celebrate at that point.
Wait, do we have to wait another epoch, or is that the previous one?
No, so we've done that. We went through the partial epoch, then justified, and then we're about to finalize. How are we doing, Aditya? One more slot.
What? So in a matter of seconds, we will know that we've finalized Ethereum proof of stake.
We have.
It will finalize.
We have it confirmed.
God, that is so awesome.
Got it.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Oh.
Come on.
Mr. F was here again.
So glad Mr. F joined us. He's the first block proposer on the Beacon chain from December 1st, 2020. So that was quite an exciting time. Did I get that date right?
What's our transition block graffiti? Anything interesting coming there?
Mr. F was here.
Oh, that's the camera from the Ethereum Foundation that y'all are hearing. There's a ton of people at the Ethereum Foundation office yelling right now, and there's a camera being shown around.
Yeah, just imagine hundreds of people working on this for the past 4 years and researching for 3 years before that. This is just an incredible feat. We did a hot swap of the Ethereum network from proof of work to proof of stake. Didn't lose the transaction, didn't pause the network. Home users, people using the network, will have no idea that anything has changed, but everything has changed.
We did it live.
We did it live.
We should soon know the participation rate for 876.
Now we've
which
officially
is 96.03% participation rate on 876.
Happy birthday, guys. Bye bye. I have to go pick up my kid.
Bye, Lefteris.
Bye, Lefteris. Welcome. Glad you came.
This is amazing, like absolutely sensational. As Danny said, that we made it live. Like Ethereum has made history today with becoming billion-dollar blockchain, performing a successful network upgrade at this scale. That to a live. Congratulations to client team. Definitely, I would like to congratulate all the miners who helped us achieve the date of 15th September. I remember when it was first announced by Tim in
Damn,
the
617
meeting
days
that
ago.
okay, we are gonna have the merge in mid of September. Most of the news published it like 15th September we are going to get merged, and see today is 15th September. Nice timing.
So awesome. And it's worth noting, sometimes there's a need to explain away or describe something that wasn't optimal. But as far as I'm aware, as far as I can tell from the stream, everything was absolutely optimal. So that's just great. Like I, I actually joked, it happened in the middle of the night, so we can fix it before morning if we have to. But it's perfect. Everything's great. Um, so this is it's time to wrap up our call, and so just to summarize in 2 seconds what has happened, we began this night a couple hours ago as a proof of stake network with thousands of people around the world mining Ethereum with their GPUs. About 5 minutes ago, well, I'm sorry, actually about 13 minutes ago, the entire network shifted to proof of stake, now relying on validators with 32 Ether deposits to guarantee the network. And one of the biggest benefits of that is the 99.98% power reduction. So that is our win. That's why we're so excited and so proud of everyone involved. So that does wrap up our call. We're going to move into some closing stuff now, and I'd like to introduce Patricio Werthalter. I hope on your screen right now you're seeing the POAP art canvas. For the past couple of hours, pixel droppers, people in the community who hold these proof of attendance protocol pixels have been participating, and that project is led by Patricio Werthalter, and he has been a tremendously positive influence in our community, supporting what we do, supporting staking, supporting decentralization. Welcome, Patricio. Tell us what's on your mind today.
There's plenty of stuff on my mind. This has been so long in the making, but let's make it this quick so we wrap up nicely. We've done this pretty beautiful canvas. I don't think we ever had so many people. Not only systems didn't crash, we created a pretty unique piece of art. In POAP, we are creating an ecosystem for the preservation of memories. And for many of us, this may be the most precious memory we will create in a long time. I don't think anyone here knows, we have developed a way for anyone who has participated in Canvas to create a time lapse of the region they were painting. So then you can have an NFT of whatever you were doing. While on the call, I was talking to my very good friend, and maybe calling him a friend is going to get me in trouble, Roman Storm. And I was helping Roman showing the canvas. He's not much of a POAP fan, and create his safe tornado cache that you will get to see. And whenever we are able to mint an NFT of the process of Roman placing pixels, that's going to be an awesome piece of art. And last thing that nobody has mentioned, this has been so long in the making. We have worked so hard that it kind of feels the end of the cycle. But that not only that's not true, it is completely the opposite. This is the beginning of the cycle. Only now, Ethereum has completed what was promised on the first iteration, and now we have a strong grounds to get to where we always wanted to be. Coming up next, we are going to have Nix explain how to get the most important pub of these days, which is having been here at this time. Nix, are you around?
I'm here. So
Thank
I
you very
know
much.
the 30,000 people on the YouTube channel are all waiting for when POAP. We're here with the POAP. So the idea behind the POAP is that we are doing a spam resistance mechanism with the POAP, which is basically you're going to send $10. Do you have the screen up? I can't see it. You're going to send $10 to stateful.eth, and this is stateful.eth is the protocol guild, and the hosts here, eStaker, Bankless, Daily White, Ethereum Cat Herders, chose this because it's a really appropriate recipient of these funds. So the protocol guild did not request this. We are forcing these funds on them. And the protocol guild is a collective of 119 core Ethereum contributors, and they maintain an on-chain registry of members. And this allows the community to help fund and incentivize long-term core protocol contributions. They also have a new NFT, Home of the Heart, out that you can go, and those proceeds also go to core contributors. So donate $10 to stateful.eth, and that can be on any network, and it's going to be in DAI, USDC, RAI. Is that it? Yeah.
Wait, we can't send ETH.
Do not send ETH.
It has to be a stable coin? Okay, I'm going back.
It has to be a stable coin. We're doing DAI, RAI, USDC. And then eStaker will comb through those and decide who's eligible from everybody who donated the $10, and we'll drop a POAP.delivery link where you'll be able to claim your POAP in the next week or two. Any questions?
Shopping for stable coins now.
Just another note. I think $10 is really fair for this POAP, only because it is a really important POAP. It is probably the most important POAP that we've had in a couple of years. It's akin to like the beacon chain launch POAP, and we will see some farming, and so we want to make this a thing that isn't heavily farmed.
Yeah, we have no desire to extract from the community. In fact, it is something that we struggle with every day. We want POAP to be Sybil resistant, but also spam resistant. And we don't have true Sybil resistance yet. We cannot guarantee you are one person claiming a POAP. And so our intermediate step is to be spam resistant. And that way, one person has difficulty claiming thousands of POAPs. Rather, we require what I would say a fair donation to an ecosystem aligned project in order to receive that POAP. And I'm very happy with the system. Thank you, Patricio, for I found that POAP is an emotionally engaging project for Ethereum. One of the first emotionally engaging projects. So I love it. The slide okay, hold on. We can or cannot use ETH for this stateful.eth donation. I'm seeing both.
Go by the slide.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry. I will get stable coins. Nix, thank you so much for describing the POAP acquisition process. And how long do people have to make that claim?
24 hours.
24 hours. Perfect. All right. Sounds like we're moving to the Q&A section. And so I want to, for everyone who has come, thank you so much. We dearly appreciate your attendance today. We're going to move to a Q&A section for essentially for journalists or for people who want to better interpret the merge, because the most important thing is that we get the story right. We're very proud of what's going on with Ethereum, and it's so important to us that the story is correct. And we hope that's important to everyone here as well. So we have a Slido, and I think that
Alrighty, folks.
Pooja,
Well,
Hudson, and Nix.
if they're going into a Q&A, we don't need to rebroadcast that. If you want to listen to that, you can go ahead and head on over there. I'm probably going to end up donating $10. That sounds like an interesting concept just to have a proof of attendance. I'm not real versed on that, but I'll take a look at that. And I don't have a lot of mainnet Ethereum actually on Ethereum. I hold it on in my Binance account, what little bit of ETH I do hold. And then I've got, like I said earlier, a couple $100 just staked just in case, since they are providing a pretty reasonable APY. But in general, folks, I don't see the volatility people were worried about. It was like, this is a 1-minute chart, and I was expecting fireworks from all the craziness that I'd heard earlier in the day, and all the people messaging me, hey, what's going on with the merge, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you for coming along and me and listening to me with the rebroadcast of the Ethereum stream there, because I didn't really know what I was gonna talk about, and I've not been in the live streaming mode. Like I said, life has gotten in the way. I've got several full-time jobs that I juggled in between, and YouTube just wasn't cutting it for a while there, and so I kind of stepped back there for a hot minute and did the other things in my life that also bring me income, and then of course I've got to hang with my family and do all that good stuff as well, which took away more time from the YouTube. But again, thanks for joining us, and definitely join Discord if you want to continue on this crypto trading and mining and DeFi kind of craziness. We get into a bunch of different things on the Discord channel, and I will catch you in that next video, folks.